Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to create this beautiful fur chair and do it on the cheap. This is the first video in a series of DIYs that I will be doing. All the DIY projects will lead to a colossal dorm room decorating video. I can't wait for it all to come together and to show you. Let's get started. Let's go through the materials. First you will need some sort of stuffing. This could be an old bed liner like shown or loose stuffing, which is what I actually ended up using. Joann Fabrics or Walmart is a good place to shop for this. Next, you will need to buy enough fabric to cover the chair. I got mine from a discount industrial fabric store. However, I want to warn you that fur fabric is pretty expensive, and it definitely gets more expensive the furrier the fabric is, so heads up. The last thing you need is a chair. I got mine from a Five Below store. Some other materials you may need include a type of spray paint. I used a metallic silver from the Krylon brand. On to the process. You want to set up an area where you can spray paint and not worry about hitting other things. You may also want to remove the black no-slide things that are on the bottom of the legs. It's up to you if you want to paint them. I chose to keep mine black. Now, spray painting seems like a common skill, however, I want to give you some tips on how to paint to create a nice finish. In this clip, you can see that I'm spray painting way too close to the leg and that my strokes are sorta choppy. The paint is too thick and it is dripping. In this clip, I'm a little further back and my stroke is long and more even. This is how you want to do it. Now I'm going to go back and fix any imperfections. It doesn't matter if paint got on the seat because that will be covered. However, you want to make sure all the legs are covered. For those wondering, my painting station is just 2 outdoor trash cans stacked and flipped. This way you don't have to bend down or kneel for all my old folks, athletes, or lazies out there. Now that the chair is dry, you can work on creating the seat. You want to measure how much filling will fit on the chair. Again, I am using loose filling, but any kind would work. My filling is about 4 inches high, but remember that it will be compressed once fabric is over it. Next, you want to take a smaller amount of filling and set it on the chair. Then take your fabric and measure how much you will need to cover the chair. Make sure you have enough for all sides. Go ahead and cut a little into the fabric to mark your place once you know the length needed. Use a flat surface and go ahead and completely cut your fabric. Now take your hot glue gun and attach a base layer of filling to the chair. It's not important that the stuffing is perfectly stuck, the glue is just extra support. However, make sure that you dig your fingers into the stuffing and push the bottom layer into the glue. Just setting the filling on top won't make it stick. After the filling is finished, you can work on attaching the material. Line up the chair so that you have enough room on all sides. When ready, use your hot glue gun to attach the fabric. Make sure to apply pressure for 1 to 2 minutes because you'll be pulling on the fabric in the next steps. After one side is glued, add the rest of the filling into the chair and flip it over once done. It's okay if some of the filling pokes out because you will just stuff it back in when you glue the remaining sides. Glue the side of the fabric that is across from the previously done one. Remember to stuff the remaining filling in and position it in the way you want the chair to look. Go ahead and finish gluing all of the remaining sides. Now we are going to work on attaching fabric to the legs of the chair. What we want to create is a look like this. And in order to achieve this, you are going to need to sew. I actually am using dental floss as my thread because it is thicker and stronger than regular thread. To sew it, tighten the fabric around the leg and stick the needle through as close as you can to the leg. You want to have extra fabric on the outside of the stitches. Also, always stick the needle through on the same side. Continue sewing down the leg as far as you can. Before you tie the finished knot, make sure you pull the floss tight. Here's what the underside looks like when sewn. I will probably cut off the extra fabric to finish this look. Let's see what the final product looks like. I love it. As I mentioned before, this video is part of a series of cheap DIYs that I will be posting. All the DIYs will be leading to a dorm room decorating /tour video. Please subscribe to keep up with my content and check out the description box for info on my social media. I also have a music channel where I post original songs. All of the info is in the description. I'm Olivia Farley. I'm a writer, producer, volunteer, entrepreneur, and adventurer. This is my sign off. Bye now.